Hello everyone and welcome back to day 5 of the last day of the crypto trading course. My name is Alex Winkler, and in this section we're going to be reviewing what my mornings look like. So I have a pre-market, or I guess you can call it a morning routine. So although one of my first instincts I have in the morning is to check the market and potentially, I want to go trading. I see a nice dip, boom, boom, boom. You want to get going right away. The crypto market doesn't sleep. It's important to remember that's the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do is get out of bed and start trading. I mean, that is just a recipe for disaster. So avoid that at all costs. Mentally, you're not in the right place. Right after you get up, imagine you're putting thousands of dollars in the market. You're putting that on the line. And it's really dangerous to jump right in, right? You're still kind of grudgy. You're not really thinking properly. You don't want to ruin your whole day or potentially a whole week in profits because you had one really bad trade in the beginning of, that you did when you should have not been trading. They always say the best trade is the one you didn't make, and it's because problems like this. So to start my day, I usually try to be up no later than 7:30. Although time zones can affect this, I do travel quite frequently, and I have a few other online businesses that definitely require a lot of my attentions. Sometimes I'll be up very late the day before, just being on Skype or being on the phone or even trading. So it doesn't always work, but 7:30 is my ideal time. I like to wake up. Sometimes if it's a really good week, I'll be doing 6:30, but no later than 7:30. Then things kind of get a little bit out of hand and the day kind of moves too quickly. So the first thing I do is dive into something that really helps me wake up, even if it's slowly, right? It's nice to kind of ease into the day a little bit. And this usually revolves around learning something, like reading a few pages of a book that I'm currently going through. It kind of gets my mind going in a positive way. Currently, that activity for me is studying Russian, actually, for about 10 minutes. After that, I'll jump right into a workout for roughly 15 minutes, and followed by a cold shower. That always wakes me up. After that, I make breakfast and a nice power tea. What I mean by power tea, I should hyperlink that, but basically it's this combination of ginger, turmeric, matcha, koita, which is a bunch of herbs. Yeah, so like a nice energy tea. While I'm eating breakfast and drinking my tea, I usually watch a few videos during my breakfast, videos that relate to my focus. So in this case, watching a trading video, for example, or checking out what some of the other people are doing that I'm subscribed to, or what other chat rooms are up to, or what my chat room is up to. But usually, typically a video where I can learn something because I'm eating and I like to kind of multitask in that regard, especially because I'm a pretty slow eater. So if I can kind of learn something while I'm eating, that's really nice. This whole part takes about 90 minutes. I know that sounds like a lot, but it goes by pretty quickly. The nice part is, at this point, I'm feeling pretty awake, right? I'm ready to go. I had a shower, I had a workout, I already studied a little bit, had a big breakfast. But if it's a super busy day, I don't like jumping into it right away. I like to give myself even longer. I like to make my morning routine a bit longer, maybe 30 to 45 minutes longer for meditation and journaling. There's nothing like a moment of silence and some hardcore free writing to get all the kind of clutter out of your mind and allow for pure focus that day. Especially what I mean by clutter in your mind is something you're always thinking about. When after a meditation session or a nice just journaling a little bit, putting all your thoughts on paper, or Google Docs, that's what I use. It really just takes all that noise out of your head, and all of a sudden you can think clearly again, because you don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. You're not going to forget about it. It's in your docs or your journal if you ever want to go back to it. That's kind of the second phase of my morning routine that I really, really like doing. This whole routine, again, does take a bit of time, but it really gets me on my feet. After that, I am, pure focus. I'm really engaged in anything I'm going to be doing that day. So the first thing I usually do, especially if it's a trading day, is building a watch list. And that's what we're going to cover in the next part. So I'll see you guys there in a second. Ciao, ciao.